All right, Big Bang. Today is Thursday. It is June 6th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Before we jump into it, I want to talk about our friends at ChevyDriveChicago.com. Summer road trip season is coming quick. It's already here.
Always.
It's already here. Summer road trip season. It's the perfect time to get a new Chevy. The SUV lineup and the new Silverado truck has all the space you need to comfortably get to where you're going. ChevyDriveChicago.com has the latest offers on all vehicles and can help you find your local Chevy dealer. Every Chevy is the number one pick. ChevyDriveChicago.com is the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Any particular Chevy that you think would be awesome for a road trip, Dave?
I mean, the Suburban's the go-to.
Yeah,
especially if you got
need a lot of room.
You got the fellas,
yes.
Big family. The Suburban's the go-to.
A little smaller, use the Tahoe.
Yeah, if you want to go a little more compact.
Tracks,
but if you're looking at just zip around, like I was in Europe, obviously this past week, I would have loved to have a Chevy to be able to do that with, because you just want quick and maneuverable and efficiency, you know.
Yep.
So there's a Chevy for all types of road trips.
One of my buddies has a Silverado. I would not expect this. I've never had a pickup truck, but it's like way roomier than you'd think. I thought.
Oh yeah.
Oh dude.
Kind of a small thing.
Oh
There's
no.
a ton of room in there.
Pickup trucks are the new, especially Silverado, are the new like luxury SUVs to me.
Yeah.
Like they're better than so many of these SUVs.
Yeah.
They're great. So go to ChevyDriveChicago.com to learn more. And as you heard, I am joined by Stephen Cheah and White Sox Dave. So I don't know what we're going to call this segment. Maybe just call it like the brain clash or something. Sure. Since you guys seem to have clashing brains and different thoughts and different perspectives of the world.
A meeting of the mind, so to speak.
Yes. Is that fair to say from both of you guys? Like you guys see the world a little different than other people.
I think we see the world different from other people and different from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it just, we did one of these 2 years ago.
It was almost
us three.
exactly 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was us three and Clem, and we had a fantastic discussion. People loved it. And you brought it up. You brought up the wardrobe boxes the other day on Twitter. And I was like, you know what? Why aren't we doing the Brain Clash more? So welcome to the Brain Clash episode 2.
And that is exactly where I'd like to start off. So when you were describing the wardrobe box, and I'm sure Lance can punch this clip into this exact podcast, but I had this, I visualized it correctly, but in my head, like if that's being placed into a moving truck, that thing's just going to be like too topsy-turvy. But like when I saw the actual picture of it yesterday, I'm like, that looks awesome. Because I take all my things, I just fold them over each other in the box and then rehang them. But this,
you just take them literally off your, out of your closet, just throw them in there. It's done. It's the easiest, simplest packing solution. I think it's one of the best inventions to ever be made.
And how expensive is it though?
So if you buy a new box on Amazon, so it's a box and it comes with that.
The rod, yeah.
The rod.
Nice heavy
rod. It has to be very thick. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice thick rod.
That the thickness is obviously of the utmost importance. I was expecting them to be just cheap, shitty moving boxes. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me.
No, because the rod is also taped down. Mm-hmm. So like it can't really go anywhere, and there's a special place for them. But yeah, it's on Amazon you can buy it $30 per basically, which is certainly expensive for a box, but it's the convenience of not having to like fold a bunch of shit, unfold them. They're all wrinkled, etc.
And in any moving situation, just pay the extra money.
Yes. And what was brought up in that clip 2 years ago was like, oh, you can't fit that many things in there. I had 35 things in line. I could have fit a couple more. So I probably could have gone like 42 if I really wanted to scrunch them. But 35 fit comfortably in there.
It looked like it.
Yeah. And it's a durable box, you're saying.
Yes,
like that
very
thing's
durable.
not going to just rip
If you're
apart.
spending $30 on a box, it better be durable.
I could roundhouse kick that thing. It's fine. All my shirts are wrinkle free.
Yeah, but you don't hit the heavy bag that hard.
No, I don't. I don't work out legs. Only top stuff.
How many push-ups can you do, Steven?
In my prime, I think I've done 60 before. Or no, I've done more than that because I was in the 1,000 push-up clubs a week, and so I was doing ripping sets of 50. So my prime, I could probably do like 75, 80. Now, I don't know, 35, 40.
Did you play sports in high school?
I played basketball my freshman year. We were just a juggernaut, so I played intramural after that because I wouldn't have gotten a lot of playing time. I would have made the team, but it would have sucked.
Yeah.
And then I played tennis.
Got you. Were you always tall as shit?
Yeah, I was a taller guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people in my town were tall, though, so I wasn't like the center as a power forward.
Oh.
Ooh.
Got a tall town.
You would have been our center.
Yeah, makes sense.
Tall town. Well, yeah, I was I was impressed by your wardrobe boxes.
I was very impressed.
Yeah, you didn't know about them either, and
No.
you're a guys who's moved before.
Yeah, for sure. I just everything on a hanger, just scrunch it all up and throw it. Like, just do what you got to do, point A to point B.
So I moved on Friday. One of the worst days of my life. It's just horrible. Just everything going wrong.
What went wrong? What was the worst problem you had?
They came, they packed us, you pay for like the white glove service that, you pay extra. They pack a lot of your stuff for you. So they come on Thursday. They do it a couple hours. When I called for an estimate from this place, and this place was well referred, they were like, I'm moving one town over, 10 minutes if that. Like, it'll be, whole job, 3.5, 4 hours. I go, there's no fucking way this is going to be that long. Double that. That's how long it took. And they came the day before to, pack up stuff. They came the next day to pack. It couldn't all fit in the truck. They had to make another trip. So I'm paying for all this. Just
You're getting boned.
a comedy of error. A bone to the max. It was horrible. But we're in. And
Are you a confrontational guy though? Like, did you?
in that situation, a little bit. Not like, I'm pushing. I'm just like, guys, you were here yesterday. How do we not have a big enough truck?
You said this to them?
Yes.
You verbalized this?
Yes.
See, like, here's the thing about me. Do I come off as confrontational?
Yes.
Yes. In a situation like that, I'm the biggest fucking pussy. I'll be ripping them to shreds in my head. I can't ever muster the courage to be like, what the fuck you guys doing?
There's a clip of you like verbally assaulting John Cusack.
That's so
True.
That is with cameras on, and it's an A-list celebrity, and there was a running joke about it.
You knew this was gonna go dumb.
But if, like, for instance, I'm dealing with home domestic shit right now. I was telling Ed, I just got new blinds installed all throughout my house, and
I thought you were gonna say some right shit.
Home domestic shit was not the terminology I thought you wanted to use there. Home building shit.
Home building shit.
I got some new blinds.
Shit. And that sound, clip it, Lance, go ahead. And
God.
I went through Lowe's. So for some reason, they created 2 profiles for me, and every time they would like run up my total, it would have double charges. And they saw this in real time, and they could not figure out the error. So my suggestion with them was just delete everything and start from scratch. And they wouldn't do it. So every time, like, they had to send someone out to measure the windows. They sent 2 people out by mistake because there's 2 profiles, and I would explain this. And 2 different times to install it now, and now they got the blinds installed. They measured everything wrong. And I just won't bitch to them about getting it right because I'm a pussy in these instances. I'm a pussy. I'll bitch to Ed. I'll bitch on a podcast, but to their face and to Lowe's, 5-star review. You guys did great work. I completely understand the mistakes, guys. I'm just a bitch in those situations.
So you'll leave the review?
Yeah, that's
No, I'm joking. I've never actually left on Uber Eats. Sure, I'll click 5 stars automatically or whatever, but I've never gone and like left a positive Yelp review.
because then you're part of the problem.
Sure, I that's fair. I was embellishing for dramatic effect right there. I don't actually, but like, I would pat him on the back, be like, "Hey, thanks guys, good work, nice job." And in my head, the entire time, I'm just motherfucking them.
Yeah. I mean, we tip the guys well, and I appreciate they were working hard, but like, there are some things like you can't get over. There's in that situation you're talking about. I have a relatable situation where I like to consider myself pretty direct, sometimes a blunt guy, and I like to call it like I see it. If I am in a barber chair and they don't do the haircut exactly as how I like, I won't say anything. And then I'll go home and I'll tell my wife, they fucked it up. Can you fix it?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That is the worst situation because, you sit down, you tell them exactly what you want, and you're clear there. But then, especially, as a glasses guy, I also fall asleep in the barber chair very frequently. So a lot of times I'm not paying attention. I have my eyes closed. I'm in another world. I'm dreaming. And I'll wake up and they'll be like, all right, how's it look? Put my glasses on. Fuck.
Yeah, I think
looks great. Thanks. Here's a good tip.
I agree with your assessment, Steve. Like, you'll always tell, yeah, it's fine. Like, no problem. And then you'll just go home and be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
However, I think we just had our first brain clash of the podcast. Dave looked dumbified when you said you fall asleep in the barber
Do you
chair.
actually fall asleep? Like,
Yes.
you doze off?
Yeah.
I mean, you and I, and go ahead and we have pretty similar haircuts. It takes like 25 minutes. We do. You buzz it on the side, you blend it, and then you use scissors on top.
Let me see.
I got hat on. I'm not doing it. Ed, am I crazy by saying this?
You're saying
similar enough where you're in that chair for no more than 30 minutes.
I don't know, Dave. He takes way more.
I do a skin fade. I do a skin fade on the side. So
what number do you go on the side?
I go skin fade up to a 2 at the top.
That's exactly what I do. That's
really?
It's blended into a 2 with scissors on the top.
So you go and you say skin fade 2 on the
I don't
side.
say it. He just goes usual at this point. But yes.
Can I ask your barber?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm
DM
going to
him right now.
I have your barber's.
DM him right now.
I will.
You have his barber on?
Yeah, I have his barber on.
He's kind of a recurring character.
Yeah,
okay.
So essentially 3 years ago, White Sox Dave and Danny were at a bar, and Dave's barber's buddy puked in the bathroom.
You're telling the story a little bit correctly.
And the bar was like, "Hey, that's your buddy," to Danny, like, clean up his puke.
What? That's a crazy ask by the bar.
Yeah. And so Danny was in a situation where was like, "Hey, I'm here with Dave. Dave's a coworker, friend, whatever, and that's his barber. Not even to say that. That's his barber's friend. Why would I clean up his puke?"
So we were on our way back from the Barstool Classic, and this is when we were in the shitty little insurance closet on Chicago Avenue. And we're on our way back from the Barstool Classic. It's me, Danny, and maybe a straggler too. Lance was like, he wasn't even in the picture at this point. This is years ago now. And we're like, hey, let's go to this bar down the street and just get a few drinks. It was a fun day, whatever. And my barber he was on a bachelor party in Chicago. And he was at this bar. I just happened to run into him there. So and this is how I found this barber. I tweeted something, and he's a follower of ours. He's a big stool. He listens part of my take. The act.
Charge you?
Yeah, he charges me. I don't like not getting charged. I would not accept freebies. And
what'd you say real quick? Sorry. What kind of fade?
Skin fade on the side.
Skin fade. So would you say White Sox Dave gets a skin fade on the side? That's
I don't recall seeing like a fresh, because you're normally a hatted gentleman, right?
Yeah, I always wear a hat. Yeah.
Yeah. So
all right, the DM is out there.
Okay.
So we'll see.
But I mean, you've seen me with my hair done. Is it too dissimilar to that?
I think that's way shorter on the sides than what you get. Would you agree?
This
Lance,
is like kind of long. Like
when I get a fresh haircut, it's not. Go look at the last
send a picture of
Wrigley
Steve
video on the rooftops.
Yeah, that's true. It was pretty short then.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
I'm not saying it's exact. I'm saying it's close enough. But falling asleep in a barber chair, that's wild. That's a pretty wild move.
back to the brain clash.
Yeah.
Is that not a wild move? Like,
I mean,
that's a quick haircut. That's a quick haircut.
No, I don't think it's a quick. If you're getting a skin fade, it's not a quick haircut. They gotta go over it several times. It's like several layers.
Yes, that's a 30-minute haircut right there. And in terms of all haircuts, it's like women included, that's a quick haircut.
I mean, not to
we have shorter hair.
Shit on your stooly barber guy, but if you're getting a 30-minute haircut, it's probably not a great haircut. I haven't seen your haircuts, but like if you're getting that type of detail,
famous people's hair.
When you get home, is it funk? Oh, okay.
No.
Well, between I think it depends on the barber. Really, I have 3 barbers right now, and crazy, right? It's crazy. It's apparently like, I've never seen Seinfeld. Apparently it's a Seinfeld joke, but I went to one barber and I was like, I don't know if I really like
same shop or different shop.
Same shop.
Oh,
I wanted to go to the other guy and I was like, and then so finally this other guy left to open up his new shop, and so I just go to both. I just switch off.
Oh,
because I don't want to leave my old barber.
So they are at 2 different shops.
Now they are. Yes, at one point they were together.
When I go to the barber,
switch off haircuts.
I think I found a guy at this one I go to, but generally, if I go to a barber shop, the head guy is going to know me, and I'm going to trust whoever he wants to schedule me for. Now, the one I go to, you have to like book an appointment with a certain guy, so I kind of have to pick one. But generally, the guy's going to be like, all right,
fine with whoever's there.
Yeah, as long as the top guy's like, yeah.
I follow my barber to wherever he goes. He's opening up his own shop now.
Oh, he goes. His response is, "Oh no, don't want one of my guys catching more heat, but no, he doesn't. One guard at the shortest point."
Okay. So you get
one, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he used 2, but one guard at the shortest.
Okay.
Point. So he blends it. I do know that it blends upwards. Sure. I'm assuming into a 2.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's similar enough.
It's similar enough.
Sure.
But so like I know about how long that haircut takes, and I have a standing appointment. I usually go the closest Friday to the 15th, is when I get my haircut. So I'll schedule it as I finish a haircut, like a month out.
Okay.
Can we come?
If you want.
Yeah, that'd
Sure.
be. I'd be interested to see you in action. Are you do? When are you due? Yeah, like I feel like
I'm next week.
Yeah, I'm due like
you're due next week too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to see you guys.
Yeah,
back to
do
back.
yeah. See if you can schedule Steven and I back. Would you do that?
Sure. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
He's a good barber. He's
legit.
He's legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if he sucks, I'm not going to say anything to him. I'm just going to tip him good and then complain a lot to my wife.
He's Ian Happ's barber. He's Lance Lynn's former barber.
Baseball
guy? Two baseball guys.
Okay.
You don't watch baseball.
But you know who these guys are, right? Ian Happ, he's been on the Yak. I don't know.
He's a Cubs guy, right?
Yeah, he plays for the
Cubs
Cubs.
Okay. Yeah.
One of their better players. He's a very good baseball player.
All right, so I should schedule your appointment for you.
Yeah, ask him if he can.
Sounds good.
Get us in the books.
All right.
But yes, I fall asleep in barber chairs. I haven't done it recently because I've been switching guys. Like I had a guy, he doesn't work there anymore, so now with a new guy. So I haven't been able to get comfortable at this barber yet. But generally when I go to a barber shop, I will fall asleep because the whirring of the thing gets me a little sleepy. Plus, like as a dad, like your sleep can, my daughter woke up at 3 o'clock the other night. So I'm like generally tired. It's a place I can relax. I can access my phone, which is something that'll keep me up.
Take sleep where you can get it.
Take sleep where you can get it. It's a nice relaxing thing. I know what's going on. I know I'm in a safe environment. I know I'm not going to, Edward Scissorhands or whatever. So
now, do you try to go to sleep, or have you just
generally
dozed
just
off?
happens. It's like,
But like that, see, I'm thinking of like if I'm in.
I also can't see because my glasses are off. So it's like, what am I doing?
So you're like blind with all
I can't.
glasses,
It's bad. It's minus 5.25 in both eyes. So it's like it's a tough scene.
Have you tried LASIK?
I have contacts, so like I could. But
I sent him a picture and I said, "Does he have the same haircut as this?" And he said, "Close, but no." So you're not.
I'm not saying it's the exact. I'm saying it's close enough.
Yeah. I said, "Would I be able to schedule an appointment for Dave and Steven for next week that we could film?" And he said, "Yeah."
So he is kind of we have this dog walk poster. He's not on it, but
I've been trying to get him in. He's busy. I've been trying to have him on.
So he is very busy right now.
Yeah.
We have this dog walk poster. He's not on it.
But I mean, there's a recurring cast of just like odd job people throughout the city, like Mailman John and like people who aren't famous that don't have followings. He's talked about a lot on the dog walk.
Yeah, we're at the point where I know Dave's brain. I know what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, hopefully he'll be on at some point. Maybe even after this. We film the haircuts.
Are we allowed to say the B word with respect to gambling anymore?
Betting?
We know what you mean, so don't say anything. But
okay, he like all good barbers used to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right, fair.
And the third one is Jerry's guy with the van, Joel. I'll have him.
So Dustin,
I met him. He's good.
I don't let any other men touch my hair. Dustin's it. Dustin did because Dustin's opening his own shop, so I couldn't go to Dustin like I said, I go every month right around the 15th. It was 2 months my last haircut, so my hair looked like it was a rat's nest. It was bad, and he did give me his graces to go to Jerry's guy, the van guy.
Okay. It's so convenient.
It's the convenience,
and he does a good job.
And he does a great job.
Dude.
What is Dave? What's the weirdest place you've fallen asleep?
Shower.
Fall asleep in the shower?
That's intentional, though.
You intentionally fall asleep in the shower?
A shower nap, yeah.
Isn't that like extremely dangerous?
No.
You didn't know he does this?
No.
He does this when he's hungover.
Yeah.
He gets in the fetal position and
It's not the fetal position. It's like
you're on the ground in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That sounds horrible.
It's not. Don't knock it until you try it.
Isn't that pretty much just like being out in the rain?
Yeah. Do you raindrops like falling on like a tin roof or just out in the forest? That's very therapeutic. Like there is loops on YouTube that are 24 hours long just repeatedly playing rain music. You don't fall asleep easier in a thunderstorm or a rainstorm in the summer?
No, not usually.
Well, that's a lot of people would not disagrit with you, but say that they
I
do.
get the whirring of the buzzers. Yeah.
But in the shower when I'm hungover, like I can't do it now because I have a window in my bathroom, and it like at one apartment in particular, no windows in my bathroom. So if you shut the door, it's pitch black. I would just, and I don't like baths because bath water grosses me out. You're just sitting in a tepid pool of your own filth. So
you're laying on your shower floor.
That's my shower. I live alone. It's my shower. Who cares? What do I care?
You ever jerked off in a shower?
Everybody jerks off in a shower.
All right, so you're saying fucking laying your own fucking jizz residue.
Yeah, it goes down the drain. Drains go to everywhere.
Yeah, you aim it.
Yeah.
Standing there over the drain.
That's
But-
messed up, Steve.
Crank the shower head as hot as you can possibly get it. So it's like a steam room in there, as hot as your skin can comfortably take the heat. Crank it to the side of the wall and let it go down the wall. And I just will put a little towel behind my head and just lay there like this and just steam myself out. It's like a little makeshift sauna.
But are you sleeping?
I'm not. My eyes are closed. I'm relaxing. I don't ever
Okay.
fall.
All right, that's fine.
I don't go to sleep.
Because like if you fell asleep for like an hour, I feel like that's dangerous.
You've probably dozed off.
I've absolutely dozed off before, but I'm not going in there with the intention of sleeping in the shower. I'm going in there with the intention of relaxing in the shower.
What happens
in the dark?
What happens if you have to piss?
You get up and you piss.
In the toilet?
Yeah.
I can tell by your face you're just pissing on yourself.
No, of course you're pissing down the drain. I'm a human.
Why? Do you have a weird place?
That I have slept? I've slept in a lot of weird places.
Like besides the barber?
I've slept outside a couple times. At a wedding one year, I slept on like in bushes because I was. I don't want to go into that story because there's some incriminating stuff in that, but I didn't want to sleep in a car. I'll say that because you don't have to be moving in your car to be drinking and driving, and I didn't want to get a knock on the car in the middle of the night.
Smart.
So I just slept in a bush, in bushes. One time after a wedding, I've dozed
In
off.
your suit?
No, not in the full suit, but in basketball shorts, and I had the collared shirt on.
Where'd you get basketball shorts from?
I brought them.
Is you plan to sleep in the bushes?
Oh, I was sleeping. That was broke day. That was like I was probably 24, 25 years old.
So you didn't.
Going to a wedding or driving?
I was planning
Let me
on.
bring my
not-
basketball shorts. Like
where-
take a nap in a fucking bush.
It's not that I was planning to sleep in bushes per se. It's that I knew that there was a chance I was sleeping somewhere that wasn't a bed that night.
And you knew that you didn't have enough money to buy your own room.
Yes.
You know, it's kind of a diabolical move that I found out from one of my friend's wives. Is she has a friend who would not book rooms for weddings she would go to. She would just find a nice single man and always just shack up with him. That's kind of genius.
Yeah, sure.
Risky.
Yeah, but if it's like in the wedding party or something, I mean, yeah, of course. Like I should take that back. There's fucking weirdos and bad people everywhere.
Not even that, but just like, you can. That's a kind of a dangerous, not dangerous, but like kind of you can get anything there. You can get, the most handsome guy ever. You can get others.
Yeah, but if you're saving,
Why'd you look at me?
I'm just not you specifically, but like you can get anybody. You can get guys that live in bushes.
This is what he did. He's like, you could get a really handsome guy, and then he looked at me. He like shorts it, and he was thinking about saying me, but he didn't want to be a dick, so he avoided it.
Is that true?
That's true.
Yeah, I can read you like a book.
That's fucked
What are
up.
you saying? I'm not good looking?
No, you're a handsome guy.
Yeah, I think so. I don't, but I do.
Oh man.
I have fallen asleep in Penn Station. That was probably the weirdest. I slept in Penn Station in the Amtrak lobby, and I woke up and there was a woman petting my hair.
Oh,
That was the worst.
Really? Like
Amtrak, is that to get to the suburbs?
Yes.
a weird
Is that
lady?
like the metro?
No,
like
Amtrak
a-
is to get to like
Different states.
Philly to New York.
Okay.
Why was she? What was she saying? Was she singing?
Nope.
Just petting you.
Yep.
Was your hair fluffy like in the clip that we posted? You posted? Why is it
yeah,
so fluffy?
Was it like
yeah.
in that Kunta Kinte movie where they try to wipe the it's like a tribe in Africa and they try to wipe the white guys because they think he's got like powder on him and they'd never seen a white person before? Or was it like, oh, I've seen an Asian person?
I don't think so. I didn't talk to her. I just woke up and ran the fuck out of there. I once fell asleep on Newark Penn Station, which is like one of the worst train stations in America.
It is not like it is the worst train station.
It has these like giant benches that are inside and the train rails are outside, but it's like you take stairs up to this waiting room that has these giant benches, very long, like church pews, and then there's train tracks on each side. And I was 22, I think, or no, 21. I was still in college, and I went out with a buddy who was working in the city, and I was trying to get home, and I missed the last train, and I had to connect at Newark Penn. So I took the last connecting one, but there wasn't one going to my stop, and I couldn't afford like a $50 taxi. So I slept on the church pew type bench and was woken up by a cop hitting his nightstick next to my head. Been like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
I got drunk on a train back when I was like 21, 22, and I passed out on it and took it to the end. I took it to almost a Calb, like 4 stops past Wheaton, and I had to get my dad to pick me up. He wasn't happy.
Harvard?
No, it's
different train.
Same line, not same line, but it's like that far west. It's very far west. Yeah,
deep center field.
Yeah, it's out there. So yeah,
I don't think I have any weird ones, to be honest with you. I definitely do. I'm just not recalling them at the moment. Like, of course, I've slept in cars and shit, but that's not very weird.
No, you got to do it sometimes.
That's standard.
Yeah.
Like everyone's, you mean like lay down and sleep in a car, like when the car's parked?
No, like I had I would go to Country Thunder with my friends for like a couple of summers. It's like a big country concert right across the border in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin.
All right.
And every year we'd go, it was a fucking hurricane.
It's the worst.
Yeah, like we watched our tent just, it was basically like Jurassic Park, just get sucked up into the vortex and blow away. So in turn, you'd always have like a flooded tent with mud in it, or you would just sleep in the car. So
that was the worst place. I did not have fun there.
Yeah.
Country Thunder. I went 1 year. It was same thing. It was just it's a big country fest. It's only like it from here an hour and a half away. Maybe it's not far, and it's just a mud fest.
See,
people love it though.
I'm a weird guy. I just enjoy misery sometimes when everyone's miserable, and you look around.
Nobody's
like, man. We're exactly. Yeah, it's so funny.
I was such a bitch. One of my college roommates, not roommate, but college teammate of mine, he lived in, you know where Woodstock's at? It's like right over the border. Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to your parents' house. I never met his parents in my life. And I'm like, I need to shower. Can I please shower? This is how bad this.
And you were not with him?
No, it was like a group of us who bitched out. That's like at Country Thunder, it's an expectation that you're just going to be disgusting by the end of the weekend, and I couldn't get through the weekend.
Yeah, like they have showers there, but it's like a little trickle of water.
It's
and you're in the tent for 4 days.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a camping fest.
Mm.
So unless you have an RV, you're in rough shape after that.
Is there a lot of like boning that's going on there?
Oh, no?
Yeah. There's a lot of that. There's just a lot of beer drinking, fight, drunk. It's just it's exactly what you would think.
Woodstock / Coachella / Burning Man type shit.
Yeah, it's
but not.
Yeah,
I was never into that. You guys campers?
I would. Yeah, I haven't gone in a while, but I'm an outdoorsy guy. I went on a 12-mile hike in the Alps last week.
I enjoy everything about camping besides sleeping in a tent.
Yeah.
So I like sitting out there with the old grill. I like a fire pit. I like drinking beers. I like gathering wood I like all that. But I figure you guys are the same way. You guys can't sleep in heat.
Yeah.
I sleep in heat.
You do?
Our AC was broken 2 nights ago and didn't mind it at all. It was like 77 upstairs.
Yeah, mine got up to 80. I don't have an AC right now.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So like I'm not a morning guy, but as soon as that sun comes up, I'm up because I can't sleep in that heat. It's just impossible for me.
When I used to live by myself, that's 74.
You would keep it there, steady?
Okay.
Yeah. When I go into a hotel room, I turn the thermostat off.
That is...
Brain clash.
I'm appalled.
What do you put it? Are you like a 60 guy?
In a hotel room, I want that thing. I want my fucking teeth clacking.
Horrible. No, I hate sleeping in the cold. As soon as that's the first move, walk in, put on the light, thermostat off.
He's an alien.
Luggage on the bed.
He's an alien.
He's a robot, but some would call us similar.
He's not human, is my point.
Yeah,
what is wrong with
hotel rooms? I feel like are always way too cold. Like I think
That's-
Rico has something about that, so you have something about where you want it. Like I think Big Cat too, like as cold as possible. I can't
cold as
do
possible.
that.
A lot of hotel companies, they put governors where you can't put it down any further from like 68 or whatever.
Oh, I thought 60 is usually the lowest.
Oh, well, a lot of that's what it is on like most thermostats, but a lot of hotels will not let you because it's just racket because everybody goes in there and immediately just hits the down button 1,000 times to put it to the lowest setting.
Our Airbnb, I'm doing this series with Dana. Our Airbnb in Charleston didn't go below. They said do not set it below 68, and our one in the Ozarks didn't go below 70. That should be legal.
Not bad.
That's illegal, Steven.
But keeping your, like, if my AC were functioning right now, which it's not, another bullshit issue I have to deal with domestically, it would be at 66, 67.
Yeah, I got mine at 67.
White Sox Dave could not make work today. He was handling a domestic dispute at his home.
Yeah.
Arguing with the blinds guy.
Arguing with the blinds guy.
I wouldn't argue with him. There would be no argument. That's the point, Steven. There would be no argument. I would say, you did an outstanding job, sir. Job well done. And in my head, I'd be like, this fucking idiot didn't measure right.
Are you handy, Steven?
No. Farthest thing from it. I had to, like 2 years ago, when we lived in Jersey, we had a toilet issue where like something with the actual handle wasn't connecting to it. And it was more simple than just like connecting the chain to it. So I tried to fix it.
Yeah.
It ended up in like 3.5 hours of me just grunting over something. And then I, not happy. I was just, yelling at everybody. And then we had to get a plumber, and it was like $400. Mm-hmm. So just absolute worst. Once, if there's a problem that needs to be fixed, I can't do it. Let's call somebody.
Do it right away.
Know your strengths, know your weaknesses.
What do you think about, you were here a couple weeks ago. What do you think about Steven preferring burgers in the oven?
Yeah. Do you do like a reverse sear with the burgers? Are you trying to make a meatloaf? What?
So I don't have experience with the grill, which has been documented.
Which is
I'm getting a grill in the next week.
Weber?
TBD.
I'm in the market for a new grill too.
You want a Weber? I'll set you over the Weber.
I would love one. I just don't know. I want the best
Ed,
one.
I got you a
Is
Weber.
Weber the best one?
I think so, yeah.
As a Chicago boy,
Weber's like a Cadillac.
Yes. As a Chicago boy,
they're Peloton,
as a Chicago boy, I'm conditioned to be like, I'm a Weber guy, but like, I'm a free agent. I'll look around. People are saying Blackstone. I'd love a Weber.
You can get a great Blackstone for like $300.
Yeah, so I'm in the market.
Honestly,
if you tell me,
I've look
into Weber.
I'm big. I've been big into the grill game since like the pandemic and cooking in general. I would say get a Weber. And get the attachment where you can turn it into a flat top, or you can have the grates. You just pop them out, you have like a Blackstone flat top and a Weber grill, and you can get these little smoking boxes. I prefer either Big Green Egg or Traeger for smokers personally, but if you want to just grill meat, Weber's
okay.
Weber's the grill.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah, but
I use that grill probably 3 times a week. I'm going through a tank of gas like every 3-4 weeks.
Jeez. So yes, I make burgers in the oven because I don't have experience with the grill, and if I'm generally cooking for a family, so four people. Mm-hmm. So if I'm making 4 burgers on a pan, generally it's a little bit messier. So I'll just pop them in the oven, super quick, throw them in there. Go watch 2 episodes of Bluey. We're done.
See, you could make
kids love it.
You could make a really good burger doing this, but you have to have the sear on it. It takes 2 seconds.
It doesn't have the sear, yeah.
And
making meatloaf burgers, huh?
Yeah, you're just making meatloaf.
Is that what they were saying? I didn't see
that's the critique. And then Donnie was right, is that it like kind of like bubbles up, so it looks like a little bit like a softball. And then sometimes I'll bring them in to put on like salad or other stuff, and people are like, "What is that?" It's like, "Oh, it's a burger."
Yeah. No.
How much were you getting flamed for that?
A pretty good amount. The grill community was not happy with me at all. Grill Twitter is.
I tweeted this last night. I have become what I will consider myself an outstanding white trash cook.
That's good.
Yeah. No, I say that in a good way. Like, Lance, if you could bring up my white trash pasta from last night, this pasta would blow your dick off. And it took like 10 minutes.
So
15 minutes.
Are you of the level where, not that you would open a restaurant, but if you had that looks terrible.
That doesn't look terrible. That looks fantastic.
Is that pepper?
That's black pepper, Parmesan cheese, ground Italian sausage, a lot of parsley. The noodles are actually high quality Italian noodles. There's olive oil on there, and it's easy.
Yeah, I like a lot of pepper on stuff. That is an aggressive amount and I like pepper on it, so I'm not hating on that. But that's
This
you're
was
saying
like
that
a carbonara with Italian sausage instead of
Cacio
bacon.
de pepe or something
Yeah, a
like
little
that.
cacio de pepe, a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like that.
not bad. I'd eat it. If I went to a restaurant and got that, I'd be like, what? But,
No, it's white trash late night cooking.
Okay.
But I like deglaze the pan. I seared the sausage. I did everything like half like a chef would do it.
I like to cook, but yeah, I wouldn't have the chops to open a restaurant.
All right, then. We could wrap this up. We had a couple brain clashes, but nothing too major like last time. I think that's going to be a good segment, though.
We got to discover things that we
are on the opposite
are
sides.
on opposite sides of.
So
Do you
let's.
think you're a better athlete than me?
Right now?
Yeah. You're thinking too hard. The answer is no.
I don't know. Is it like could score more points in a basketball game? Could catch a football? Could do?
It's a very black and white question. Do you think you're a better athlete than me?
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Could we do a decathlon? Would you guys be up for that?
Does that include swimming?
No. Like I'll
I don't
pick
like
out.
getting wet.
I'll pick out the 10 events. It doesn't have to. It'll be like, I don't know. We'll do like a home run derby, and then we'll do like a soccer goal challenge, or like just like basically like a Billy Madison decathlon. Think about it that way.
Yeah. I also, in fairness, I also think that if we're playing against air, then Dave has an even playing field. I'm much bigger than Dave. So
I'm much stronger than you.
You said you don't lift weights though, but you're pretty jacked.
No, I don't lift weights.
So what do you do? I give you squeezes now
Peloton.
and then. Peloton.
That's it.
I've been off my Peloton game.
I
so I'm not
noticed
gonna.
that.
I'm not
I did
gonna
notice
critique.
that.
What the fuck? You're supposed to kill him over there.
Yeah, I know.
He used to crush you for that.
He did. And
Well,
you know what?
I'm not putting up bad scores. I'm just not
When-
putting up scores at all.
Lance, pull up my scores, please. When Steven was ripping on me for that, I was like, they were like,
You should be thanking me.
thank you, Steven.
You're welcome.
Now I'm like pretty.
You were gross
fucking
when I
good
was
at
doing that.
It
Now
wasn't
you're in good
gross. It wasn't gross. No, my scores were not. They were like
You were gross.
Yeah. Oh no, I was gross when
Yeah.
it first started. Honestly, like I've said this, were you on Barstool versus America?
No.
That season, I blend them all together.
One of my favorite Barstool moments.
What the
You and the frisbee.
yeah
You versus the frisbee.
That frisbee was.
Medic.
I didn't call for a fucking medic. It was offered to me, and I said no. Like, do you want a medic? And I said no. I don't want a fucking medic.
Did a medic come over to you?
Yeah, I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for a medic.
That might be worse.
But getting in and out of that ball pit was insanely difficult. And KB, who's a collegiate wrestler who's in very good shape, he will attest to how deceivingly difficult that was. It was tough. And I'm joking, Lance. You don't gotta.
I was gonna say, are they even public knowledge?
Yeah, I
we're
think
not
so,
close,
but
right?
you don't gotta worry about it. Now I'm busting out like 350 on 30 minutes.
Okay.
At that time, it was like 250.
Right. In which case, you deserve to get clowned on because those are not good scores.
It's not good, but horrible. Like,
That is horrible.
he's like 180.
Chief?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's great. Does he have the shoes?
I would assume so.
I've met some people that don't have the shoes.
They cheat. You gotta no.
You have to have the shoes be clipped in, but like that,
I'm gonna give.
if he's trying to be a little.
I'm gonna give some free.
you're basically walking if you're doing a 180.
It's better than nothing.
No, I'll never clown someone for getting off their ass and moving at all. And even if you're moving slowly, you're at least moving. But
I think
it's a half. I've said this is a half-ass way to lose weight. Get a Peloton. I got the most expensive Peloton you can get, but I financed it through a firm, and it was like $80 a month. I put like $1,500 down or whatever, but the whole package was like $4,000.
How much is one?
Like $3,200, but then I got a couple add-ons. It was-
Cheaper?
Now
A brand new-
now
a brand
it's
new
much
is like
cheaper,
32.
1,200.
A brand new
you
one's
bought it-
30.
You bought it in the peak of COVID, and
Yeah.
like,
You can still look. I'm gonna buy a tread soon too, but a brand new one was $3,200.
Okay.
And just do that 3-4 times a week. You're gonna lose a ton of weight and easy.
all right. Yeah, there we go. Looks like a 2,500 one's most expensive on that we're seeing.
$1,400-$1,500 now. Yeah. Not bad.
All right, boys.
Oh, I
This
love
was
that
fun.
machine.
And send DM me brain clash topics. shoot me a DM at Eddie Barstool, and we'll try to. Next time we
do
run
you want
this
to talk
back-
politics? We can really.
I don't know anything about politics.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about Russia, Ukraine, or Gaza, Palatine, or
No, like I don't even know.
Palestine,
Palestine.
Illinois.
Did you move to Palatine?
No.
No.
Like Trump got. We're not supposed to talk politics, so let's not go further into it. But he got guilty on some count. I don't know what any of that is. I don't know anything about politics.
Steven, nobody does, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
Am I right, Ed?
I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what the hell? How is this possible?
All right, that's it. See you guys Monday for the draft.